Hey everybody, this is Sheila Joe. I'm a new content creator and I will be reviewing the new season of Love and Marriage Huntsville, along with some other reality shows. LAMH is one of my favorites and I'm a big fan of Melody Cherie. So listen in, give me your feedback in the comment section, and don't forget to hit that like button, share, and subscribe.
Okay, so before I review the episode, I want to say everything is alleged and in my opinion. So please, Maurice Scott, please don't come for me. I really just want to enjoy reviewing the show, and that's it. Anyway, I thought I'd throw in that little joke. So basically, the episode starts out with Mel discussing her security and beefing up security around her home because of the recent arrest of Martell due to the text message image that was sent to her as a threat, and was taken as if he was going to try to, share this image or video between the two. That was done between the two of them back when they were married. He was going to share that with other people and try to make it seem like it was another man and not Martell. So Mel definitely beefed up her security, took a warrant out for Martell's arrest, because at this point, what is kind of left to do? In my opinion, she's doing the right thing, because, how dare you, Martell, do something, like that? This is the mother of your kids. This is a person that you once loved, and to take it this far just seems quite irrational and unhinged, as Mel said in her confessional. So then it goes into the next scene, where Martell basically discussed the warrant and arrest with his mom, Marlene. And Martell walks in the room with the paperwork. He sits down with this big, huge smile on his face, as if it's a joke. To me, it didn't seem that he takes it very seriously. And Marlene also fed off that energy and condoned basically what Martell did. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And Martell, take the L and just move on. Marlene was very quick to call Mel out, though, and say that she sees her for who she really is. But Marlene, you need to help your son realize the things that he has contributed to the downfall of their marriage and the things he has done wrong. This then led into a conversation where Martell was basically trying to defend himself on why he sent Melody the text message and image, and basically was saying that he was saying to Mel to stop bullying him. But if I remember correctly, and this is all through IG, part of the a lot of this wasn't shown on the show, but Martell would come out and basically say that she's a bad mom and so many things that he would say about Melody. So Melody started to defend herself, and once she started to defend herself, then Martell wants to kind of go in a little turtle shell and say stop it. But to me, it just makes no sense when you started the battle. And this whole court case thing, it all started with Martell wanting full custody and trying to come up with a way, to me, to then control Melody again by not having access to the kids. But that's just my opinion. This next scene I really enjoyed, because we don't see Melody's family kind of reacting to these rumors, these allegations, these antics from Martell. Even on social media, we don't really see the reactions. And so it was nice to see Melody and her brother have this conversation regarding the arrest of Martell and the warrant, and her kind of giving timelines and discussing the details and the plot, really, about what Martell was trying to do to her. And the fact that her brother wasn't able to reach her by phone, and so he drove to make sure she was okay, came to her home, make sure she was fine. It was really nice to kind of see that, very comforting, because everyone else on the cast doesn't seem to show any empathy or grace towards Mel. And being a millimeter, that is one reason why I do want to support her and show that she has people that are rooting for her, that wants her to do well, because she is a mom of 4 kids, beautiful kids, and we want her to win. And while Mel was then having a conversation with her brother Marcus, Carlos FaceTime Melody to discuss the upcoming podcast, which I had the pleasure to attend. And when Carlos called Mel, he wanted to make sure basically she was okay after the arrest of Martell. And you could kind of tell Mel was a little bit uncomfortable discussing the situation. She kind of tightened her lip. I kind of look at body language, so I'm going to throw that in every now and then when I'm doing a review of the show. But if you go back and look, you can see her facial expressions where she basically does tighten up her lip. So this isn't just a storyline for her. I know some people are throwing that out there. As that could be part of her storyline, but I think this is really her reality, just based on things that have gone on, not just on the show, but also on IG between her and Martell. Next, then Stormy and Nell meets up at Nell's daycare, and of course Stormy brings up her body glazes, even though she didn't really show them on the show, but she did mention it. But Stormy then started to rattle off a number of different things that was happening and stories that were going around between the cast. Her initial story was basically bringing up Kiki and how Kiki told the blogger about different scenes, or kind of like revealing different scenes of LAMH before they are aired. I really feel bad for Kiki in this situation because of her story of being addicted to prescription drugs at one point in her life. So I'm just kind of curious if she's still dealing with that situation right now. She's been a little bit MIA as far as social media is concerned, but so I really don't like the fact that that kind of happened to Kiki, and I hope that she does find a way to kind of overcome this, or let's see how it kind of plays out throughout the rest of the season. Then Stormy brought up Martell's arrest, and they're trying to kind of understand what the arrest was really about. Was it just a text message? And if so, what was said in that text message? And to me, it's kind of like, why are they acting like they don't know? Because I know before it was even on the show, it was revealed on IG, and I know Stormy and Mel were following each other on IG as well. So did she not come across that? Tisha also knew because the hairstylist that was doing her hair at one point also pointed out that that was a plot. So I don't understand why some people are kind of acting confused and not really knowing the details behind the so-called text message. But what is surprising is that Nell not agreeing with Martell going to jail and think it should have been handled differently. Well, I totally disagree. I'm not Melody's friend. Well, in my head, I think I'm Melody's BFF, but for Nell to be her friend, I don't know, it just seems like there's some kind of disconnect, or they just kind of want to, because they're not going through it, then they don't really see the repercussions behind Martell's actions. Anyway, so I really don't understand Nell's stance on that and reason for saying Martell should not have been arrested, especially since she doesn't kind of know the specifics. They then go on and talk about the podcast and if they're going to attend the podcast. And Stormy says she wants to go. She already purchased her tickets. And Nell says that the tickets were basically sold out before she was able to purchase them. So it doesn't seem like Nell wasn't going to be able to attend. And since I was there, I did not see Nell in the building, but I did see Stormy in the building. And that was a surprise to me. The next scene, Stormy then brings up the whole Sunny situation with Destiny and Moses, who used to date, supposedly. You know what? This whole storyline, I'm not really buying it. I really don't think Destiny and Moses was ever really a thing. She said they had a 15-year relationship, but she kind of says that that was her best friend. And I don't really like, there's just so many things that I just can't connect with Destiny's story. So I don't feel necessarily empathy for her in regards to Sonny, the producer, is now married to Moses, who is supposedly Destiny's ex. I just really think that this is a storyline, and I think the producer probably helped orchestrate this and to try to give LAMH another storyline that's not focused on Melody and Martell. That's my opinion. So then Destiny and Tisha gets together at Tisha's house, and they bring up the podcast and how they're not going to attend because, of course, they don't want to be in the room with the millimeters, which I don't know what they thought would have happened, but okay. I'm not really going to spend too much time on that because I was actually really offended by the comments, but I get where they're coming from because they're saying certain people are making different comments and they're linking it all to the millimeters, which to me is not true because I don't go after anybody's business. I'm not calling anybody's business. I actually supported Marceau and Tisha's business where I purchased chocolate in a bottle. I'll put a picture on my community wall for you guys to see. That is not something that I'm just saying just to say, but you know, in hindsight, to me, to call someone to get on TV and say people are, you know, disgruntled, I think for some of the words, middle-aged women. You know, Tisha, how old are you? To me, we're in the same age bracket. So if you're saying that about the millimeters, you're also saying that about yourself. That's just my opinion. I really didn't like this particular scene. I was actually surprised to even see it air on LAMH. Then they began to discuss the whole Moses and Sonny situation, and to me, I'm just like rolling my eyes because I am not buying it. I'm just not buying the story. Sorry, Destiny. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why I'm so disconnected with you as a character on the show, but I just don't buy the story because, first of all, Moses never really claimed you in public. He didn't even show up at the reunion. So did he really love you? Was this really a real relationship? Like, I'm just finding it very, very hard to connect with you in this story and feel any kind of way. So, and it's not because I'm a Melody fan or I'm a millimeter. It's really because I'm not buying it. And another thing, when you're going on these YouTube channels and you're doing your interviews, I noticed something very interesting about you. And you were on the interview with Giving You the Real Tea, and he blatantly asked you if you ever slept with Martell. Now, guys, if you go back and you look at that particular interview where that question is asked, Destiny is saying no, but her head is shaking yes. Go back and look at it. Destiny, something's not right. I don't think you're being honest, in my opinion. That is all I have to say about this episode 1 of season 8. I would rate it probably an 8.5. I enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoyed my review. Please like the video, share, subscribe, and leave your feedback in the comment section below. Have a good day, everyone.